Business Radio, and we're discussing how self-discipline can help you unlock your business success.
Thank you very much. How self-discipline unlock unlock your business success. You see, for you to succeed in business, you just have to be disciplined. Somebody said somebody can be rich and does not have money in his pocket, while somebody can be poor and he has so much money in his pocket. That being rich is just simply, it's not the amount of cash that you have. That somebody who has that mentality of wealth creation knows how to continuously improve himself or herself, and over a period of time you will see that that person that did not have cash in his pocket will begin to have so much cash, while that one that is poor and have cash, that cash will eventually run out. So it's entrepreneurs are wealth creators. They look for opportunities to keep increasing wealth, not after accumulating they just keep it one place. They want to see how they can keep expanding their wealth. So do you want to start your own successful small business or grow your existing business? Maybe you have no interest in owning and running the business, but want to be more productive at work. Because we have said it's not everybody that's supposed to be an entrepreneur. So if this is what you want to be, you can be very useful even where you are working. Once you add value to your employer, of course, they have no choice that will give you what you want. I could do that, you think to yourself. So why haven't you? To accomplish any of these things, you need self-discipline, which is very key. As the late business philosopher and guru, Jim Roy would say, discipline is a bridge between goals and accomplishment. Now let's see how some persons define self-discipline. He said it is the ability to make yourself do things that should be done. That's self-discipline. It sounds so simple, but before you stop listening to us, please don't go anywhere. Just think you already know what you need to do. We bet there are a few tips and tricks that you probably haven't seen when it comes to self-discipline. Just listen and you'll see how you are going to get some of those tips. Okay. These tips are for your strengthening your self-discipline. One, you say change your perception of willpower. Acknowledge your weaknesses. Leverage goals to counter temptations. Take it one step at a time. Prioritize. Show yourself compassion. Lean into discomfort. Stay focused. Cultivate your internal resources with self-care. And let's just take maybe the first two. Say change your perception of willpower. Our very first, possibly most important tip for increasing your self-discipline is to give up before you even begin.
Not give up.
Sorry, not give up before you even begin. So many people claim that they have no willpower, and in so doing, they absorb themselves of the responsibility of behaving as though they have willpower, so they don't even try. In psychology circle, this is known as self-fulfilling prophecy. Good therapy. A therapy advocacy group explained a self-fulfilling prophecy can be directed at oneself, another person, a group, or even inanimate objects. Our thoughts can dramatically alter our behavior. Our behavior in turn can affect the likelihood of getting things we want, the frequency with which we engage in self-destructive activities, and our ability to make good decisions. We have not started the project I can't. And like somebody have said, if you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. So when you self-talk, when you tell yourself you can do it, looking at the challenges you are facing, take one step at a time, you get it. So the result of this study by a university, Stanford University, highlights the critical role of belief about willpower in the self-control performance. The study report. Let's take the report of that study quickly. Although people induced to hold a limited resource theory and a non-limited theory of willpower found an initial demanding task equally fatiguing, very difficult. Only for those with the limited resources theory did the extent to which they found the task fatiguing predict worse performance on the next self-control task. In other words, participants who thought they had limited willpower performed more poorly on tasks of self-control than those who believe that willpower was an endless resource after performing the same initial activity. This research supports the idea that our perception of our willpower shapes our execution of tasks. So if you believe that you can do it, obviously the research has shown us that you can do it. You know, so those who believe they had willpower had more self-control. So stop making the excuse that you have no willpower. You do, if you believe you do. So stop making the excuse that you have no willpower. You do, if you believe you do. So just believe that you have the willpower to do certain things, to have that self-control. You'll be able to achieve what you want to achieve. And we'll stop here for today. And the next tip we're going to be looking at is acknowledge your weaknesses. So we just need to acknowledge our weaknesses and see how we can begin to improve on our performances for us to begin to achieve what we have set for ourselves as our goal in starting that our small businesses or improving the business we are already operating. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. That wraps up entrepreneurship segment. We'll continue this topic in our next episode, and that wraps up the Active Business Show. And remember, the stock market call-over is coming at about 4 p.m. and right after that, the NASD report. Have an amazing evening. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you.